Hello everyone, welcome back to Cadey Tries. I'm James and today I want to talk about something that's deeply personal and close to my heart. You see, I'm not just a family-centric, budding entrepreneur, I'm also a parent. And as a parent, you have to navigate all the intricacies of family life, work, and all the things that life likes to throw at you. You might wonder why I'm so passionate about time management. Thing is, it's not just about success and being productive. It is about something a little bit more profound. Thing is, my family and me have been on quite a unique journey. Our daughter, who is 6.5 months, has spent a couple of months in her life split up in hospital. That's obviously a huge burden on our time. Not that we're ungrateful. With the long stretches hopefully done, we still have to have regular checkups at our 3 local hospitals, and we usually go to the hospital a minimum of once a week, if not more. She's quite prone to pulling out her feeding tube, and when she does that, that means we have to drop everything and we have to take an hour-long trip to our nearest hospital. It's an hour there and an hour back. Sometimes we can be there for 10 minutes, sometimes we can be there for a few hours. So we need to make sure that everything that we have planned, we know where we're up to. With the hospital being an hour away, those trips are unplanned as well as all the planned trips. On top of that, we obviously have 2 boys. They're involved with after-school activities such as football, rugby, scouts, basketball, so that all takes time, so we need to make sure we know where we're at with those as well. The middle child, who we still keep referring to as the youngest, Archie, 9-year-old, he's a little bit autistic, so it's essential that he knows when we're doing things, when things are happening, and that there's a good structure and routine in place. But what we also need to take into consideration with our oldest going to big school, he's becoming more independent, which can leave Archie feeling a bit left out. With Rose needing all that she needs, that can also leave him feeling a little bit on the back bench. So we need to make sure that we have a structured time to spend with Archie so he feels the love. So when I talk about time management, it's not just a concept, it's my family's lifeline. It's what allows us to carry on trying to pursue our dreams, such as YouTube channel, maintain our family's well-being, as well as continue to create precious moments with our children. So today I want to share with you some time management strategies that have become a vital necessity for my family. These techniques help us juggle our hospital visits, our after-school activities, our day-to-day life, but more importantly, make sure that we're there for each other when it matters and that we do have that time for each other. So if you're a parent and you're navigating the intricate web of work, family, and all the unexpected challenges that come along the way, this video is for you. The importance of time management. So let's talk about why time management is so important. Life can get hectic with work responsibilities as well as family responsibilities as well as other life commitments. Those things alone, putting aside personal goals, are enough to take up anybody's time. So you need to make sure you're actively aware of them so that you can make time for all of them so one thing doesn't get left out. Life can get hectic with work commitments, family responsibilities, and personal goals. Effective time management helps you to maximize your productivity, reduce stress, and create more quality moments with the ones you love. By balancing out your work and family life, you can ensure that with the right time management strategies, you can achieve your goals without sacrificing those precious moments with your family. Foundation of effective time management is setting clear goals. Identify what you want to achieve in your work, family life, and personal goals, whether it's growing your business, spending more time with the kids, or pursuing a hobby. Having clear goals will guide your time management efforts. How to do this? Write down your goals into small actionable steps. That will make it easier to prioritize those steps and make sure you stick to it. Prioritization. Now there's a bit of an art to prioritizing things. You've made your list. Not all tasks are created equally, and as people who are trying to be entrepreneurs around our family, we need to focus on what truly matters. I'll be sharing strategies on how to prioritize your tasks based on the urgency and importance of them. Plus, we'll discover the power of delegation and outsourcing to free up your time. So in this book, The 7 Successful Habits of Highly Effective People, an affiliate link in the description, we use the Eisenhower matrix to categorize tasks into 4 quadrants. I like to call it the 4 quadrants. Urgent and important, important and not urgent, urgent and not important and not urgent. They're your 4 categories. That way you can see that you want to spend your time in the important side, so the top half, as well as stick into the urgent side if you can, but you can also plan for the urgent for the important but not urgent as well. And anything that's not important and not urgent, why are you even going to waste your time doing them? And also, is that something that you can get somebody else to do, potentially? Another great one that you hear everyone talk about is time blocking. So time blocking is basically filling your calendar so you know exactly what you're doing at every given moment. I currently have it on my smartwatch, and I even have it down to telling me I'm walking home at this time. And I quite like to use this time potentially for a phone call or something like that, something that doesn't require me to be stuck in one place. I can do it whilst walking, and also I get a bit of exercise at the same time. But that time is planned and I can see where it is. Another tip is scheduling family time as you would a meeting. Treat them as non-negotiable time. So what we try to do is most days we will set an hour to 45 minutes, and that will be our family time, and we have them themed so that when we come together we already know loosely what we're doing, and as a family we can go and enjoy it. It also creates a bit of diversity for us and the kids, just to keep us so it's all still quite enjoyable and still create those precious moments. Another good tip is using digital tools or apps to try and help you create. One I've already spoke about is using digital tools to help you to create a schedule and help you stick to it throughout the day. So for example, I use Google Calendars on my watch. It's then synced to my phone and to my MacBook, and it also syncs, because it's Google plays nicely with other things. So we have several calendars. We have one that also syncs between everyone in the family for family appointments. So my partner can also see when we put them together, and we can see when we have these things with the boys. Just because we're trying to teach them these sorts of things, we also have a calendar for them, and so our family fun time together is scheduled for them so they can see it, so they're aware of it, and so that they know when it's going to be. It really helps Archie, and I think it's not a bad skill for them to learn, to be able to manage their time. We don't put any pressure on them for it, we just think it's nice for them to see. Eliminating time wasting. So it's time to identify and eliminate those pesky tasks which just waste your time. So as we were talking about the 4 quadrants, they would be the stuff that's not important and not urgent. There's no need for them. So what that could mean is saying goodbye to endless scrolling on social medias and hello reclaimed time of family time. So a way to help with this is to set specific times that you want to do these things. So that doesn't have to be as rigid as it sounds. So it could be, for example, when you wake up. Most people recommend not to go check your emails and all that first thing in the morning because it can stress you out. But you know, if you have a time and you stick to it, you know, whilst you're having your coffee or anything like that, if that's a time that works for you, have that as your time and set a time limit on it. Just be stringent. Just cut it off. Stop when you need to. Now this is a game changer. Create a distraction-free zone. So this room, we've coined it our studio. It's also, I'll give you a little spin. So we've shoved all the bits over there. That's what my partner's working on. She's making that dress and shirt, blouse, top thing for a woman. And on the other side of this door, we have a dial, and it's like a traffic light system. So we have green, amber and red, and it's something that the boys understand, that if it's green they can come through, come in here, come whenever they want. If it's amber, they can come in, just try and be a bit quiet. Only if it's an emergency, just don't come running in. What that means is Bex could be sewing. If it's red, it means please don't come in, unless it's an emergency, you absolutely have to, or try and find my partner, or find me if my partner's in here and it's on red. And it just helps us to stick to this time. So it's currently red now while I record this, and it helps us to stick to that time, and it means that we can do, like I can record this video without countless distractions or interruptions, which means I can get it done as quick as possible. And then straight back to family time. I know there's an argument to say, well, why am I recording this during family time, not during family time whilst the family's around? But they have stuff like homework and stuff like that. So we make sure that there's a structured time and place for it. With that all being said, we need to talk about maintaining a work-life balance. So as I've just spoke about, we've created a distraction-free zone here. Also, that works in reverse. So when it's family time, it means it's not business time. It means it's not time to talk about this. It's not anything like that. It's not time to talk about work. It's time to be in the moment and enjoying our family's time together and creating those moments. So what that means, it means unplugging and recharging your energy for a business. And how we do that, we use a lot of time blocking for that. So like I said about my day job, is I will put in my time on my calendar that my partner can see, so she knows that I'm at work this time. I mean, she knows anyway, so I'm not in the house, but it just makes it clear that that's the time that I'm not at home, I'm not available for appointments or what have you, that sort of stuff. It just makes it really transparent and easy to see. We also have times where we call it non-electrical time, or unplugged time if you like, where us and the kids, we don't, like for example, play on our phones or anything like that. We try and limit screen time, or we'll watch something together on the TV and we just spend a bit of quality time in each other's company. And they're good little times to have, and they also help to recharge. Now, any sort of time management needs to be adaptable and flexible. Parenting is unpredictable. I've outlined some of our struggles that we have. We need to be able to drop everything as we can, but know exactly where to pick it up. So for example, this video I stopped halfway through, had my lunch, and I've come back to it because that's the time that I had. I couldn't wiggle them around anyway, but it uses the most of my time, and it's okay to reschedule. Because I have a list on my calendar, it means I know where I got up to and I know what I need to pick up and do. So it makes it easy to be flexible and to adapt, but still get what I want to get done. So how to do time management with kids? I think the biggest thing for that is to get them involved, get them enjoying it, explain to them what can happen, help the kids set up the family routine and the schedule, get them involved. So we help them pick the types of when and the topics that we do during our family time, and they really got enjoyed with it. It also gives them a sense of ownership over that time, and it really helps them to take pride in it, and then it gives them a sense of responsibility, and it helps teach them the importance of time management. We also, so Archie, the 9-year-old, he's very good at setting himself time limits for things, so he'll set a timer on his phone and he'll go for it. So for example, before bed they can listen to an audiobook before they go to sleep, and he'll set himself a limit beforehand so that he's not awake for any longer and he can just relax, enjoy his audiobook, and then he knows he can go to bed and still have enough sleep, which is great for him, and it really gives him a good sense of routine and he really enjoys it. As we wrap this up, I want to emphasize that time management isn't just to follow someone's plan and stick with it. That's not how it works. It's a journey, and you need to find what works for you and your circumstances. Remember, you can achieve your entrepreneurial dreams and maintain a good family life that you want, that you're doing all the hard work for, as long as you're just aware of both and you have a structured plan on how to do it. It's all about balance. If you found this video helpful, please do like, subscribe, comment down below. You know, this is a very early channel, so any sort of interaction that you do absolutely blows my mind and I absolutely love it. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on time management. There are a couple of links in the description that are affiliate links to Amazon, and I'm at the point where I just get excited if you click them. So click the link please, just for my good measure. Make sure you take care of yourself. This has been Cadey Tries. Look after yourself.